Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Scholarship Tab. My name is Emmanuel, and in this video I'll be showing us how to apply for the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship. Now if this is your first time joining us on this channel, please do it to click the like button, subscribe and then turn on the notification bell. And for those that have subscribed already, please do it to like this video and share to your friends and loved ones too. And as you know as well, we have other videos which you can check out on our YouTube channel Scholarship Tab. Now let's dive in for the application video. So the first thing you do is you go to your favorite web browser, maybe Chrome, Firefox, or any other browser of your choice, and then you search for scholarshiptab.com. So as you can see, this is the web page of scholarshiptab.com. As you can see, there are other scholarships there listed on the web page as well. So you search for the keyword which is Commonwealth. So as you can see right here, there are different Commonwealth scholarships which is available on this website. So the one we are applying for today is the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship. So you click on it. Okay, right here, this is the page for the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship. So as you can see right here, it is a master's scholarship. That's for those that are going for a master's. So the Commonwealth Distance Learning Program is one of the 3 master's programs offered by the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission. That's the body giving out this scholarship. So it is for students from all backgrounds. And then this scholarship is looking for those that wants to become a leader and innovators in their home countries. So this scholarship is there to support them, as you can see right here on the page. And then it combines sustainable development with the UK national interest and provides opportunities for international partnerships and collaboration. So the purpose of this scholarship is to contribute to development needs of Commonwealth countries by providing training for skilled and qualified professionals in key development areas. So as you can see right here, the intended beneficiaries, those are postgraduate students from these developed countries and then middle income countries that wish to study in their home country, as you can see right here. And then the training that are wishing to study is not available in their home country, and then they wish to remain while studying in their home country, and they can develop their home country with the knowledge and skills that they acquire. So the benefit of this scholarship is that it covers your tuition fees and then provides study grants where required for you. So the requirements for this Commonwealth scholarship is that so you must be a citizen or have been granted refugee status by an eligible Commonwealth country, or be a British protected person. So you must be permanently resident in a developing Commonwealth country, and then by September 2026, you must hold a first degree of at least upper second class, that's 2-1 standard, and a lower qualification, that's 2-2, can be considered if relevant experience is available in certain cases, as you can see right here. Then you must be unable to afford the study program without this scholarship. That is, you cannot fund yourself for this scholarship. If you're unable to fund yourself for this scholarship, I can prove it, then this is for you. But if you're able to fund yourself, then I'm not sure you'll be eligible for this scholarship. So you are provided all supporting documentation in required formats. We'll get there. I'll show you how to do that. Then the eligible countries for this scholarship, as you can see right here, is listed on the page. So you can check through if your country is eligible for this. You can check, and then as you can see right here, there are different countries there: Bangladesh, Cameroon, Fiji, Ghana, India, Jamaica, Mauritius, Nigeria, Pakistan, and so on and so forth. So you can check through this list. If your country is listed right here, that means you are eligible for this scholarship. So you can check through the list right there. So the interview date, process and venue for Commonwealth Postgraduate Scholarship. So each participating UK university will conduct its own recruitment process to select a specified number of candidates to be awarded this Commonwealth Distance Scholarship, and then put this forward to the CSC. So the CSC will then confirm that these candidates meet the eligibility criteria for the program. So these are the selection criteria that they use. They will use the candidate's merits. Then they will use the quality of the study plan that you propose to them. Then potential impact on the development of the candidate's home country. This is your study plan now. The potential impact that it will have on your country, they'll use it to assess you too. So make sure you have a very high quality study plan which you can propose to them. So the documents required for application is that you must prove that you are a citizen or have refugee status in an eligible Commonwealth country. So you have to provide a copy of a valid passport or national ID card showing a photograph, then date of birth, and then country of citizenship. So you have to provide a passport or national ID card showing your photograph, date of birth, and then country of citizenship. Then full transcripts detailing all higher education qualifications, including up-to-date transcripts for any courses currently being studied, with certified translations if not in English. So if your transcripts are not in English, you have to translate it to English. So where any transcripts are missing or do not include all pages, the application will be considered ineligible. So make sure your transcripts are all up to date. Then your references from at least 2 individuals in PDF format, signed on an institutional letterhead or an email clearly showing the sender's detail. So your references from at least 2 individuals, that means you have to have at least 2 referees. And then this letter that they will give you, that's your reference letter, must be signed on an institutional letterhead, that's on an official letterhead paper, or the email that they are using to send it must clearly show their details. So I advise you to tell your reference to use the institutional letterhead in which they are based at to write your reference letters. This will give you an upper hand. Then applications will be considered ineligible if any of the required documentation is not included by the closing date. So the CS will not accept supporting documentation submitted outside the online application system. So the candidates are required to collect references on institution letterhead or an email clearly showing the sender's detail, like I said before. Then from the referees, I'll upload them to the application system, which I'll show you in this video. Then the references. So when completing the references, now these are things that your reference has to contain. Your reference has to contain these sentences right here. I'll read everything out for you to see. So you have to tell your referees that they have to anything they will put in the letter, that's the reference letter that I'm giving you, must contain these sentences right here. Now, when completing the references, referees should comment as fully as possible on the applicants, keeping in mind the following points for inclusion as appropriate. How long and in what capacity the referee has known the applicant, that's how long has the referee known you. The referee has to put that there. Then the referee's views on the applicant's suitability for the proposed scholarship and the need for the particular subject of study in the UK. Then the referee is to write an information on how and to what extent the applicant has shown ability in terms of capability to grasp concepts and reason analytically, capacity for original thought, and motivation and perseverance in achieving objectives. Then assessment of the applicant's particular strengths and weakness. The referee is to tell them that too. Then the applicant's potential to impact development in their home country. Then any other general qualities which the referee considers will make the applicant a good recipient of this scholarship. So you have to let your referee know about this part right here. Why the referee is writing a reference letter for you, you'll let them know. And there's no application fee for this scholarship through the application process. There's no application fee at all. It's totally free. So the deadline for this scholarship is on 31st of March 2026. And then, okay, so now we are back to the how to apply section right here. So in the application form, you're asked to list all undergraduate and postgraduate university qualifications obtained. You have to list up to 10 publications and prizes. Provide details of your employment history and explain how the experience gained support and is relevant to the program to be undertaken. List names and position of 3 referees who are qualified to comment on both the candidate's capacity to benefit from the proposed scholarship in the UK and the ability to deliver development impact afterward. So one referee must be a current employer, that's if available. So if you don't have a current employer too, it's fine. Then you have to provide a development impact statement in 4 parts. So this is the 4 parts which I divided for you here on this page right here. So in the first part, you have to explain how the proposed scholarship relates to document development issues at the global, national, and then local level. Development issues connected to the choosing CSE, that's Commonwealth Scholarship Team, Development Team So this is development team in the brackets here, right here. That the teams are the science and technology for development, strengthening health systems and capacity, promoting global security, strengthening global peace, security and governance, strengthening resilience and response to crisis, access, inclusion and opportunity. And right, so there's no restriction on what you can study, but CSE give priority to those whose studies are most relevant to their development criteria. So if your study is related to this CSE development team, that means you have an upper hand than those whose studies are not related to this. So the second part is that you should explain how you intend to apply your new skills once the scholarship ends. You have to explain that in the second part. Then the third part, as to outline what you also apply what you expect will change in development terms following the scholarship, including the outcomes that you aim to achieve, the time frame for the implementation, and who the beneficiaries will be. So you have to tell them that in third part. Then the fourth part, you have to write about the impact of your work and how it will be best measured and then evidence. So now let's go to the scholarship application portal right here, as you can see. So you click on this. So if you are still with us in this video and then you've not subscribed to our channel, please do also subscribe and then click the like button and turn on notification as well. So anytime we make videos like this, you will be the first to get them. So right here, as you can see, this is the Commonwealth application web page. As you can see right here, welcome to the application portal for Commonwealth scholarships. So there are two boxes right here, as you can see. The first one is for new users and then this one is for existing users. So if this is your first time of applying for a Commonwealth scholarship, then you have to click on these new users. So if you have been applying for a Commonwealth scholarship before, you have to click on this existing user. So we click on the new user. This is the first time. So name. So giving name, as you can see right here, as in your passport or official ID. So my given name is James. Then the last name, as in your passport or official ID, as you can see right here. So if your name is James John on your passport, please let it be James John here too. So if your last name on your passport is John, let it be John, please. Nothing else. So then you have to enter your email ID right here, as you can see. Email ID. Okay, sorry, scholarship tab. It's gmail.com. Then you have to enter email address to be used for passcode resets. So after giving them this, you have to check your inbox for the passcode details. So if it doesn't appear right away, you have to wait a few minutes and then refresh your Gmail. So as you can see right here, they said user ID has been sent to your Gmail. So you have to check your Gmail for the user ID. Okay. So as you can see on my Gmail right here, the user ID is scholarshiptab.com. Then the passcode, as you can see right here, this is the passcode. So you copy this your passcode. Then you go back to the web page right here. Then you click on this. So you enter user ID, which is your Gmail that you used. Then enter the passcode. That's the one sent to your Gmail, which I just copied right here, as you can see. So you have to enter it here. Copied it already. Then I'll click on submit. So this is it right here. So you can select a two-factor authentication type if you want. And then you can leave it as this too. So I'll generate OTP, as you can see right here. So you check your Gmail for a new OTP message sent from Commonwealth Scholarship Sim. As you can see right here, this is my OTP. So as you can see, it will expire in 5 minutes. That's if you are trying to log in right here. Make sure everything you do is within that 5 minutes. Verify your OTP. If not, the code, you're not able to use the code again. So you click on continue. Now I've been logged into the portal. As you can see right here, that's very simple. So I'll click on new application. As you can see, this is the Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship which we're trying to apply for. So you click on it. As you can see here, the first thing you have to do now is to enter your details. So your title. So this title, if you're an ambassador, Chief Justice, Doctor, Mr. and Mrs. So you have to check the one which is applicable to you. So I'm Mr. Then my given name, as in passport or official ID. So my given name is John. Then if you have a preferred name, that's if different. It's not required like that, but if you have, you can also put it there too. Then my last name, as in passport or official ID, you have to enter your last name here. James. So you have to enter your date of birth. Let's say I was born January 1. So then you have to enter your gender. Are you a male, female, non-binary, or you prefer not to say anyone? So I'm a male. If you're a female, you choose female. So if you self your gender self-identification, this one is if you identify as something else apart from this ones listed here, then you have to tell them right here. So your email ID has already been filled already. So you have to enter the country of which you are a citizen or you have refugee status. So I'm from Nigeria. So if you are from any of the listed countries here, you can choose your country. Me, I'm from Nigeria, so I choose Nigeria. The other nationalities, that's if you have dual nationalism, so you have to let them know right here if you have dual nationality. So I don't have a dual nationality. I'm not choosing anything. But if you have, you can choose it as if you are from, like, let's say you are from Nigeria and then you are citizen of UK too, you are citizen of Canada too at the same time. As to let them know here. So your UK institution, you have to select the UK institution in which you want to apply for. So like me now, I'll be selecting the University of Edinburgh. So I'll advise you to make a research of these universities before you start this application process. As you can see right here, there are different universities listed there. So you have to choose the one which you want to apply for. Then you have to select the course which you want to apply for in this university. As you can see, this each university has different courses. Let's start from, let me show you from the beginning right here. So if you choose this Bangor University, as you can see right here, the course offered to you, this is the available course in the university. So you have to check each university for which course you are interested in applying for. Each university has the course they are offering. So like here, as you can see now, this is for water engineering, and so you can check other universities too. You can just scroll through and check everything one by one until you are satisfied. So let's say I'm applying at the University of Edinburgh. Then as you can see right here, these are different courses too. So let's say I'm going for the Global Food Security and Nutrition. That's the course I'm interested in applying for. So as you can see right here, by September 2026, you must hold either a first university degree, as I said before, that's or at least a second class upper, that's 2-1 honors standard, or second class, that's 2-2 university degree and relevant postgraduate qualification. That's usually a master's degree. So if you are holding a 2-2 certificate, that's a 2-2 undergraduate certificate, you have to attach a master's degree to this for you to be eligible for this. That's if you are holding a 2-2. But if you have a 2-1, as you can see right here, that's second class upper or first class, then you are good to go. But if you have a 2-2, that's second class lower, then you have to attach a master's degree to it, that's usually, or any other relevant postgraduate qualification that you have, to apply that. So your personal information will be used to conduct necessary diligence checks to CSC satisfaction before it proceeds with any type of formal agreement or contractual relationship. So if you not agree for your personal data being used for the purpose of conducting due diligence, so unfortunately you'll not be able to proceed with further application process. So you have to click on yes right here. So did you meet the academic eligibility criteria and agree to the due diligence check? So I click on yes. Click on no, then I'm sorry, this is where you'll be stopping. But if you click on yes, then you continue, be allowed to continue for this scholarship. So click on yes. As you can see right here, this is your reference number. So you can copy it and then keep it somewhere. And sometimes they should send it to the Gmail too. So you can be in your Gmail. So this is your reference number. You click on continue. So you have to copy it and then keep it somewhere. Okay, so as you can see right here, there are different sections at the top here. So we'll be starting with the personal details first. So select your title. I'm a Mr. Then your given name as it appears on your passport official ID, like I said before. So John. If you have any preferred name, you can let them know too, but it is not required or important like that. So your surname has appeared on your passport too, official ID too. So James. Then the next thing you have to do is your contact address. So your address line, you have to let them know. So if you have, as you can see here, there are different address lines. There's address line 1, 2, 3, and so if you have only one address that you're staying at, so you can write it there. But if you are staying at 2 or 3 different addresses, then you can fill in others too. But one is what they need. So so the town or city which is located, you have to let them know the town or city which is located. So then the state, province, or county in which this address is located. So Lagos here. So you have to write in your postcode or zip right here. So for those of you that don't know the postcode of your address, so you can copy your address, right? Then put it on Google or any of your browser, then type in postcode beside it. So it will show you the postcode. Then the country in which your address is located. So I'll be choosing Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. So you have to put in your mobile phone number. That's my mobile phone number. So your permanent address, that's if it's different from your contact address, you have to fill in your permanent address. That's if it's different. But if it's not different, then you are good to go. So, but if it's different, then you have to fill it in. That's if you are staying at another place that is different from your contact address, then you have to fill it in. But if it's not different, then you can leave it and proceed to the next stage. So as you can see right here, there's a cancel button and there's save and exit button, and then there's save and continue. So if you click on this cancel button, that means that you've cancelled the application process, which you have to restart again. Then you can save and exit. So that's if you don't want to complete the application at once, you can just click on save and exit. Then later on, maybe you start the application in the morning and then you don't have time again. So you go back to it in the evening, you can log in and then continue to your application again by clicking on this save and exit button. Then if you click on the save and continue, it takes you to the next stage. So I'll click on the save and continue. Okay, all right. So the next stage which you are in is the qualification. So you have to fill in your qualification here in this stage. So the institution you attended, you have to let them know here. So I attended the University of Lagos. As you can see right here, this is the name of the university I attended. So then if your institution is not listed, you can add the name here as well. If it's not listed right here, you can add the name of your institution here. So if you search for your institution here, right here, and then you don't see the name of your institution here, you can type it in right here. So the country which your institution is located, that's institution you graduated from or you are still attending. So Nigeria, That's the country. So the date you started attending the institution, you can write it, so you can type it directly or you can choose it like this. So there are two methods there. So let's say I started in 2020. So I'll tell him the date at which you started the institution, then the date which you graduated from the university. You have to write it in here, or you can choose, as I said before. So I'm choosing the date I graduated from the university. Then the subject which you did, that's the course which you did in university. So I studied food nutrition. So we studied engineering, chemical engineering, or medicine, or any course you studied, you have to let them know right here. So qualifications awarded or sought, that's the qualification you got from university. So I got my BSc. You can search for it right here, or you can check through. There are different qualifications, as you can see right here. So you can click the search button rather than going through stress of scrolling like that. Then class of award, that's if you have completed it, you have completed university, so you have to choose the class of award. As you can see here, this one here is representing first class. Then you can see there's one with there's two with one small I, and there's two with two small I's. So the two with one small I indicates second class upper, then two with two small I indicates second class lower. So if you fall in any of these categories, you have to carefully look at it before choosing, as you can make a mistake there. So the other one, which is three, that's third class. Then other grades are listed there too as well. So I graduated with the second class upper, I'll choose that. So you graduated with the first class, you have to choose first class. This one, graduated with second class upper, you have to choose this. If you graduated with second class lower, you have to choose this, and so on like that. So I graduated with a second class upper. So the date of award, that's if you have not completed the university yet, you have to let them know the date at which you completed this. So qualification 2, as you can see right here, for those that has extra qualification already, you have to let them know if you have it. And you can see right here, we have qualification 3 too, and then we have qualification 4 and 5, like that. So if you do not have, you can skip it. If you have, you can put it in as well. So now university education outside home country and previous scholarships. So in this box right here, you have to declare any previous academic scholarship that you have held and any university education you have carried out outside of your country. So if you have studied at any universities outside of your home country, explain how this was funded and how the education you received differed from that in your home country. So you have to write it up to 100 words. That's for those that have studied outside their home country before. Let's say you are based in Nigeria, then you studied in Ghana or Jamaica. So you have to let them know how it was different from the study in your country and how it was funded. Let them know in this box right here, and it should be up to 100 words, as you can see right here. So if you have not, then you can skip that. So click on save and continue. As you can see right here, the next thing is publications and prizes. So you have to list up to 10 of your publications, including titles of any thesis submitted. You should rank them with the first in the line being the publication that you think is the most important. For journal articles, list the names and initials of all authors, followed by the year of publication, article title, journal title, volume number, and first and last page numbers. For books, list the names and initials of any editors, place of publication, publisher, and year. If the publication is available online, then include the digital object identifier. As you can see right here, so you have to upload any, that will tell them the name of any publication and prizes you've made already before, or any thesis you've submitted, as you can see right here. And then they gave you the guideline to follow in listing this, as you can see right here. So if you have any journal articles, for example, list the name and initials of all authors here, then followed by the year of publication, article title, journal title, volume number, and first and last page numbers. Then if it's for books, You have to list name and initials of any editors, place of publication, publisher, and yeah, as you can see right here. So they give you a format to follow in listing your publications. Then if the publication is available online, also include the digital object identifier. So they expect you to list the publications that you've published already before. So if you have up to 10, you are free to list it right here, as you can see. So you follow that format. So they said list the names and initials of all authors. So let's say James EI, then as you can see right here, that's the format I'm following. Then followed by the year of publication. This is an example for journal. So let's say I published my journal in 2025. Then followed by article title. And followed by journal title. So you can write the journal title there. So let's say then followed by the volume number. So volume. And then first and large page numbers. So let's say it was from to 20. That is all. So for books, you have to do these procedures listed here. And then if you have this digital object identifier, you have to put it in. So if you have up to 10 publications, you can put it. If it's 1, 2, or 3, you can fill it in as well. So I filled that in already. Now, academic distinctions and prizes. You have to list any academic or professional prizes, awards, or distinctions that are relevant to your application. So you have to list all up to 250 words. Yeah. So sorry. So I'm listing the awards I achieved. So you have to list any award that is relevant to it. So forget about the names I'm listing right here. These are just forged names because it's just for application process. I'm just showing you how to do it. So as to list any academic or professional prizes as you can see right here or awards that are relevant to this application. So this that I wrote right here is fake. It's not original. So you have to use your original awards and then you list it here as they'll be doing background check. So you have to click on save and continue. I'll just showing you some example. So this is the employment section, as you can see, that provide details of the general sector and then area of your professional background. So the general sector. So if you are in an academic or higher education sector or multilateral or a non-governmental or charity organization that's including international NGOs, private or corporate, public or national or local government sector or other, you have to let them know. So let's say I'm working in an academic sector, I choose that. So the area in which you are working in, are you working in the administrative or agriculture or anyone, as you can see, it's listed there. So if you choose any other sector that is applicable to you, you see different things here too. So you have to choose what is applicable to you. Like me, I've choose my academic sector is applicable to me. So which sector am I working in? If it's not listed right here, as you can see right here, you have to give them details in this box. But if it's listed, then you are good to go. You can choose it. But if it's not listed, you can give them details, as you can see right here. So list up to 5 jobs you've held and outline how the experience gained supports and is relevant to your application, starting with the most recent. So you have to list up to 5 jobs you have held. If you don't have, even if it's one that you have, you list it there. Then you have to list it from the most recent. That's, let's say, most recent one you got was 2025 as listed first before you list that of 2024, 2023, like that. So tell them the employer's name. So this is my employer's name. Then the job title of your employer. So the date you started working there. That I started working there 2025. And then the date you left. So I'm currently here as cancer writer. I'm doing video for you. So I'm still here. I've not left yet. So country which your work is located, Nigeria. That's not. So if your work is located in another country, Ghana, USA, Togo, you have to let them know. And the main responsibilities are up to 100 words. As cancer writer, the main responsibilities are an experience gained and how it is relevant to your application. So you have to tell them how this your work now is relevant to what you're applying for. So this is mine right here. Employment. So that if you have any other employment, so that's any employment you've done before getting this your most recent one. So employer's name. I'm writing my employer's name there. Then the job title. Alright. So yeah, so and the date you started there. Just let them know the dates. Then the date you left, that's your previous employment. So the country which it is located, that's your previous employment. So anywhere it's located, you have to let them. You can also search the box, then you bring it out for me. So the main responsibilities, like I said before, this is just a dummy text. Please do not copy this, please. You can as well fill in 3, 4, 5 if you have. Then if you don't have, you can skip this as well. So I'll click on save and continue. So this is the referee part. So at least the names and position of 3 referees who are qualified to comment on both your capacities to benefit from your proposed study in the UK and ability to deliver development impacts afterwards. So you are expected to provide references from your current or most recent employer, then your most recent academic study, and are required to provide the details of someone to be a personal referee. So as you can see right there, you have to provide references from your current most recent employer. As you can see, it's listed current or most recent employer, or most recent academic study. As you can see, so they said work, then study, then a personal referee too. As you can see, those you have provided it, then the individual should know you in a personal rather than a professional capacity and should not be related to you. So this is personal referee. So if you took a degree in the UK, you should include a fourth referee from your study in the UK. So if you took a degree in the UK, that if you studied in the UK before, you have to include a fourth referee in your reference. So you have to upload the references on institutional letterhead or an email clearly showing the sender's details at the end of the application form. So as you can see, the references are to write on an institutional letterhead or use their email that's showing their details. So let's go to the referee one. So reference, I'm using my most recent employer. And it's not by force for you to type in capital letter, so let me correct that. Okay. So this is my most recent employer and the email address of my referee. Then I'll repeat the Gmail address again. Then the relationship of the referee to me. So I'll enter the relationship of the referee. So, okay. So the next referee, as you can see here, that's the second referee, which you have to put in is the referee of your most recent academic study. So I'll I'll be putting in my referee right here. So the job title of my referee, then the email address of my referee. So what's the relationship of the referee to you? So it can be your supervisor. Then the third referee, as you see right here, like I said before, a personal referee. So they've given you the format at which you follow before. That's your most recent employer, academic study, and then personal referee. So the third referee I'll be filling in right now, a personal referee. Okay, so the job title of the personal referee. Then the Gmail of your personal referee. So yeah, so putting the email address of the person again. Sorry for that. The relationship of the referee to you. So as you can see, the first referee is that's for those that have studied in the UK before. So you have to input the referee details here if you have studied in the UK before. But if you've not, you can skip it. So click on save and continue. Now we are back to this. The next section right here is the development impact section. So they ask you to set up the 3 sustainable development goals that relates to your future development impacts, starting with the most relevant. So yeah, so tell them the goal that you want to achieve with this scholarship. So I select 3. So as you can see, there are different things you can select right here. There's affordable and clean energy, clean water and sanitation, industry innovation and infrastructure, and so on and so forth. So you have to choose anyone that suits your goal. So let's say I choose quality education for the first one. Then the second sustainable development goal I want to achieve is climate action. Then the third one is no poverty. So now next thing you have to do is they ask you to write an essay here. So Commonwealth scholarship in UK are funded by UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. So this selection criteria the selection criteria that they use in giving the scholarship is this part. So you have to make sure you couldn't and fill it well. So you have to provide a development impact statement in 4 parts. Now the first part, to explain that's development impact 1, you have to explain how your proposed study relates to development issues at global, national and local level. Then development issues connected to your choosing CSC development team and the wider sector. So in this first part right here, and everything you have to write should not be more than 200 words. It should be up to 200 words. So you have to tell them how your proposed study relates to development issues at global, national, and local level, and how this sustainable development goals you choose, how it relates to your choosing course that you want to study, and so you have to put it in there. So this is a dummy text, like I said before. So do not copy me, please. So let's say I've put in mine already. Then you have to tell them in the part 2, you have to tell them how you intend to apply your new skills and qualification when you return home. So you may wish to reference innovation and application of knowledge at a global, national, or local level, and to include intended methodologies and implementation strategies. So I've written mine already. Please, this is a dummy text, please. Like I said before, do not copy, please. Okay. So as you can see, I say up to 100 words. So you can write up to 100 words, and then the part 3, what you expect will change in development terms following your studies, as including the outcome you aim to achieve, then the time frame for their implementation, who the beneficiaries will be. So whatever you expect to change following your studies, so you have to read this carefully. Please read this text carefully, as this is what will be used to select you. So, and then it should not, it should be up to 250 words, as you can see right here. So I'll be pasting my text right here. You can write your text down somewhere, then look at it before pasting it here, rather than typing it in here, so to avoid mistakes or anything. So the part 4, how will the impact of your work be best measured and evidenced? Please include details of what indicators are used to measure this impact. So you may wish to detail small and incremental changes as well as more significant goals. So it should be up to 100 words. So you'll tell them how the impact of your work will be measured and then evidence. So anything you can, anything you can use to measure the impact of your work, you have to let them know in this box here. So up to 100 words. So okay, so I've written mine already. Please, this is a dummy text. Do not copy. So go to the next section. Okay, so the career plans. So the selection panel will want to understand how your proposed study will assist you in your career. Then you have to describe the skills you expect to gain from this scholarship and your career plans once you return home and then afterwards. So objectives during the award, as you rise up to 250 words. So you tell them your objectives in this place right here, up to 250 words. Okay. Then your career plans in the 5 years following the award. So you have to let them know your career plan right here in this box. Then your long-term career plans. That's after this award. So what's the long-term career plan you have for yourself, and then for the projects you choose to implement. So you have to let them know right there, up to 250 words too. This is a dummy text. So if you are still with us in this video and have not subscribed yet, please, you are wrong. Please just click the like button, subscribe, and turn your notification bell. You can as well share to family and friends, as we have more of these videos on our channel. So we'll go to the next. Your study proposal. So yeah, they ask you to put a university application number if you have. So although by now most of you won't have had it yet, so you can leave it. If you don't know it yet, you have to leave it. When university you choose here in this scholarship, you have to apply at that university, that same course that you choose. So make sure that you noted the university you choose then. Like me, I choose Edinburgh when I was applying, so I know that when I was going to apply outside for admission to be Edinburgh, that I'll choose to. So in the next box, I'll provide a short outline of your proposed study. This should be written for an audience that does not have any prior knowledge of the subject and must not be overly technical. Any abbreviations or specialist terms must be explained. So you have to provide the outline of your proposed study right here, and then they expect you to break it down to the simplest terms. That's break it down to layman terms for them. Don't use, let's say you are proposing to study an engineering course now, and they are telling them about physics, you are telling them about different engineering laws and everything. No, they don't expect you to do that. So what they expect you to do is break it down for them to simple terms here. So you have to let them know right here. You have to provide a detailed plan of your proposed study. So the selection panel will want to understand why you have selected your proposed courses and universities. You should remember that although the selection panel will be well informed, they are not likely to be specialists in your subject. So you have to describe clearly why you have chosen your proposed course or courses and the universities, and why you want to undertake this study in the UK. Then I'll tell them what it is that you are looking for in a course, and how you're choosing courses relates to your objectives. And I'll tell them any dissertation topic you have in mind. So you have to describe it here. So what you fill in this box is this the answer to these 3 things right here. So please do well to read this very well before putting an answer in this box. Please do well to read it very well. So I advise you to like write it down somewhere before putting it in this application, so you can go through it and then go through it over and over again before entering it here. So you have to give them keywords of what you wrote in here. You have to give them keywords. So there's keyword 1, there's keyword 2, and there's keyword 3. So you have to give them keyword of whatever you wrote in here. So mind you, I used a dummy text, so mine doesn't. Don't use a dummy text, please. Then the personal statements section. So the CSC encourages applications from candidates who have faced significant disadvantage or personal barriers to higher education or underrepresented in their field of study or workplace. Please summarize the ways in which your personal background has encouraged you to want to make an impact in your home country. You may wish to highlight any areas where you have already made significant contributions, including overcoming personal or community barriers in accessing higher education or within your field. So 500 words, you have to write in your personal statement here, 500 words. So I've written my statement already. So I paste it, dummy text, dummy text, dummy text. So then the next box, you have to summarize the ways in which you have engaged in voluntary activities, as those of you that have carried out voluntary activities already before, and then the opportunities you have had to demonstrate leadership. So you have to tell them any of your experience as a volunteer and then as a leader too. You have to let them know in here, because this is one of the main criteria for selection too. So because they want people that want to become leaders and innovators tomorrow. So you have to let them know that too, and it should be up to 500 words. So okay, so this is mine already. So I've written my personal statement and then leadership experience. So the next thing is the checklist. So how do you find out about the Commonwealth scholarship? You have to let them know, is it through the nominating agency or body in your country, invest in your own country, or invest in the UK, or sponsor in the UK, or sponsor anywhere. So if you knew yours through CSC website, that's the Commonwealth scholarship same website, or other, you can choose it. So what sources you use to find out more about Commonwealth scholarships? Any one of the sources that you use to find out about Commonwealth scholarship, can as well let them know. So let's say I find more about CSC website. I found out more about the Commonwealth scholarship on their website. So then you can as well select more than one options here. You can select 3 or 4 if you want. That's if it applies to you. Like you may have seen it on Commonwealth scholarship website and seen someone else too. So you can let them know as well. You can select more than one. You can select more than one source here. So in something's application, you are confirmed that all the information and documents you submitted are genuine and then accurate. So make sure you check through your documents before submitting it, because the CSC, once they find out that many things you submit here is false or not true, then they have the right to withdraw or withhold any award given at any time. So you have to make sure everything you submit is genuine and then true and accurate. So general condition, I've read and understood the conditions. You tick this box. Then I've read and understood the selection criteria. You can click it as well too. So due to the financial risk and regulations and requirements, CS is required to undertake due diligence checks on all potential scholars to follow best practice in mitigating risk and protecting the CSE from reputational damage, corruption, or other harms. So you have to answer these questions truthfully, because you want to know more about your about if you have any case before or not. So do you have any spent or unspent criminal convictions? If you have, you click on yes. Then you tell them what actually happened. Then if you don't have, you click on no. But if you don't want to say, then you can click on prefer not to say option. But however, in some instances, they'll still ask you to still say it. So you can let them know at the beginning yes, then provide the details, or you can let them. So if you don't have, you can click on your then no. So a politically exposed person is someone who's been appointed by a community institution, an international body, or a state. So PEPs can be any of these listed here. So you can check through this. So and then a relation of yours too. which means spouse, parents, grandparents, uncle, or any of these. So you can check the definition of these relations too. So this right here, they want to know if any of the relation is a politically exposed person. That's the PEP right here. So they want to know if any of your relative, that's maybe your parents, your grandparents, uncle, aunts, children, sibling, niece or nephew, anyone, whether by blood, adoption, or marriage, whether any of them is a politically exposed person, like maybe a head of state, head of government, member of parliament, member of courts, of auditor, or boards of central banks, any one of these here. So if any of your relatives is any one of these here, you have to let them know by clicking on yes here. Or if you are a politically exposed person, you let them know by clicking on yes. Then you explain to them, you tell them the details. But if you are not, you can click on no. So if you choose to prefer not to say, they might still ask you some questions later. But rather than stressing, just click on yes if you are. Or if any relatives are any of these people, then if you are not, you click on the no and then move on. So I confirm that I am unable to study in the UK without this scholarship. Like I said before, if you're able to fund yourself, I'm sorry, you're not giving you. So make sure that you're unable to fund yourself for this scholarship, because if you have the money of funding yourself for the scholarship, for the course you want to study in UK, I meant, they will look at why is it now necessary for them giving you this scholarship. So if you don't have the funds, they can look at, okay, this guy is struggling or this girl is struggling, let us give this person. So you must confirm that you are unable to study in the UK without the scholarship. Yes. So own work, I confirm that all information in this application is true to the best of my knowledge, and unless otherwise stated, is my own work. Yes, so everything is submitted there in this scholarship is your own work. That's everything is yours. So you click on that, then write the dates right here. So I'm clicking on today's date, which is the day I filled it. So then we click on save and continue. So the CS aims to attract talented individuals who have potential to make change. So they are committed to a policy of equal opportunity and non-discrimination, and encourage applications from a diverse range of candidates. So answers to the following questions will not be seen by the selection panel or taken into account when offering scholarships. So these questions are not compulsory to answer. You can skip it if you wish to skip it. Then you can answer it. You want to answer it. So don't use this information, any information I get in this section, maybe for research and then statistical purposes only. The data will be anonymized when selections are complete. So you may choose not to provide this information, known as a special category data, and there will always be a prefer not to say option. No information that can identify you as an individual will be published right here. So you can choose to skip this section and by clicking on the save and continue, and then you can fill it as well. So let me show you for those that will be interested in filling this section. So you're asking for the years in your country of residence. So let's say I've been here for 25 years. Okay. Yeah, 26. So your ethnicity, you can leave blank if you prefer not to say too. Like same yes. So my ethnicity, let's say I'm a Yoruba. So okay. So I'll tell me your ethnicity too. Then do you consider yourself to be from an ethnic minority in your country? So as you look at the ethnic groups in your country, there are majors and there are minor ethnic groups. So if you consider your ethnic group to be from the minor one, so you click on this yes. If they are not from the minor one, then click on no. Prefer not to say. So let's say my ethnicity is from the minor group in the country now. I'll click on the yes. So if I like to provide further information, I can provide it here below. If I choose to do so, if you don't choose to do so, you can then skip it. So do you consider yourself to be from an indigenous group in your country? Yes. Yes. So because there are different type of groups in the country. That's some are indigenous, some are permanent residents. So if you consider yourself to be from an indigenous group, like me, I'm from an indigenous group here, so I click on the yes. So if you like, provide further informations or not. So if you don't like, you skip it. The religion too, you can as well skip it as well if you don't want to say it too. So there are different religions here, like the Buddhist, Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh. No religion, prefer not to say other. So you can choose anyone you want. Me, I'm Christian. So if you're a Muslim, you choose the Muslim. If you're a Jewish, you choose Jewish too. Or if you're a Buddhist or Hindu, you choose it. Or a Sikh, you choose it. And if you don't have any religion, you choose it too. So, and you can let them know as well. So, then your marital status. If you are a single person, if you are cohabiting, married, separated, divorced, widowed, we prefer not to say, you can as well let them know. So, and I'm single. So I'm not cohabiting with anybody. So, I choose my single. Do you have children? Yes, no, prefer not to say. So if you have, you can click on the yes. If you don't have, click on the no, or you prefer not to say. So will any be accompanying you to the UK? Yes or no. So you click on no right here, because if anyone will be accompanying you to the UK, click on the yes. If no one will be accompanying you to the UK, click on no. So do you have caring responsibilities? If you have, you can let them know right here. So you can select more than one self. If you have many, like me, I don't have any caring responsibilities. I only care for myself. So do you have a longer term physical, mental, or sensory impairment that has a significant impact on your ability to carry out day-to-day tasks? So if you have any impairments, maybe physical, mental, or sensory, you can let them know. If you don't have, you click on the no, non-impairment, condition, learning difficulty. So if you have any of these, like cancer, HIV, diabetics, anxiety disorder, ADHD, so on and so forth, any impairments or any health condition, you can let them know. It's the best of your in the best of your benefits. So occupation of your father or guardian, you can let them know the occupation of your guardian. If it's a managing occupation or clerical or anyone, you can let them know. And if it's not employed, click on not employed or retired or deceased. That's if it's late. So click on managerial. So highest level of the education of your father or guardian, so that to let them know the highest level. So let's say your dad finished at primary school, that's just high school level, you can click on the high school level, or secondary school level, or tertiary level education, anyone. So you can let them know. Then the occupation of your mother too, and let them know if she belongs to any of this group. So you can choose it then for them to see. Then highest level of the education of your mother, as well, you can see no formal education, that is, you didn't go to school at all, or primary education, or secondary, or tertiary, anyone you want to choose. So you can let them know as well. But during your early education, that's your primary or equivalent. How far did you live from the nearest major town or city? That's so if you live within a major city, that's on your primary school time, you can let them know. If it was less than 10 kilometers away, that's not that really far like that. Less than 10 kilometers, you can let them know as well. But if it's 10 to 30 kilometers, you can let them know as well. If more than 30 kilometers, you can let them know as well. So let's say mine was like 10 to 30 kilometers away, so I choose that option. Mind you, all this is not really important like that, but you can feel it for those research details. So compared to others in your local community, do you consider your family to be? So yeah, they're asking for the status of your family. Is your family wealthy, moderately wealthy, average, poor, very poor, or you prefer not to say? So you know the class of people in your community, and you can as well choose not to say. So I can choose prefer not to say the option. So I'll choose that. Have you ever been granted refugee status? If you're a refugee in the country, or you've been granted refugee status before, click on yes. If not, click on no, or prefer not to say. So have you been granted refugee status in the country in which you currently reside? So if you've been granted that, you click on yes. You click on no if you've not been granted, or you prefer not to say too. So I'm not a refugee in the country in which I currently reside. So you have to upload attachments right here. You have to upload the following documents and 4 separate files, as you can see right here. So you should ensure you wait until each file is uploaded before adding the next. That is, if you upload the first one, let's say you upload the passport now. So you have to wait till the upload's finished before you upload the second one. Because in the process of uploading the passport, then you click on this next upload again, it will not upload the passport. So you have to cool down and then wait for the first one to upload finish first before you upload the next one. So on the summary page, you can check that the files are added correctly. That's later on the summary page. So all files must be no more than 10 MB in size and in one of the following formats. As you can see right here, so all your files, that's no more than 10 MB in size. So if you are uploading your passport, it must not be more than 10 MB in size, or any of these It's more than 10 MB in size, and then it can be collected in PDF, JPEG, or PNG format. So these are the three formats which they are collecting. So if you're uploading maybe a Word document or CSV, anyone is not eligible for this. So you have to use a PDF, JPEG, or PNG format. So let's say I want to click on how to upload my passport. So I can say I uploaded a PNG file. So you can upload yours. Although this is not a real document that I'm uploading, please, just for explanation purposes. So the passport I have to upload is a scan of the personal information page of your passport or national identity card, which has a photograph as proof of your citizenship or refugee status in an eligible Commonwealth country. So you have to snap the page showing your you have to snap the page showing your personal information on your passport or national identity card, which has a photograph and proof of your citizenship as that in that country. So it must show your passport, the whatever documents you are snapping. Maybe you are snapping your passport, that's your national passport or your national identity card. You have to it must carry your photograph and then proof of your citizenship or refugee status in an eligible Commonwealth country. So if you don't submit these passports, then you'll not be eligible for this scholarship. And transcripts, there's a scan or transcripts that's covering all years of study, detailing all your higher education qualifications with certified translations. So if they're not in English, so you have to translate your documents into English, and then it must be certified. So you do not need to upload transcripts relating to secondary schooling. So that's the only ones you're uploading is the higher education qualifications. That's from your undergraduate, that's bachelor's degree upward like that. So you don't need to upload anyone relating to secondary school transcript or anything like that. So if the full transcript are not provided, your application will be considered ineligible. So you have to submit this to a very important document which will be used to assess your scholarship application. So let's say this is mine too. Then the next thing is your degree certificate. So scans of all your university degree certificates. So you have to merge them into one file, that's into one PDF file. So you can scan it, then merge into one PDF file, then you upload it right here. So all your university degree certificates, you have to scan it, then upload it here into one file. So then the next thing is the university offer letters. So you have to scan of any offer letter from the UK university selected for the application. So like I said before, that university is selected, you have to apply at the university for the course which you choose in this scholarship application. Please remember the course you choose. You can as well go back to that page and check which university and course you choose since you've not submitted yet. So you can as well click this back button, then it will take you back to the former places you filled already. So you have to apply at that university, and then the same course that you choose, then you have to choose there. So if you don't have it, you can skip it, then upload the next one. Like I said, you can skip it and upload the next one. But if you have it, you have to upload it. But if you don't have it, skip it and upload the next one, then save and continue, then submit the application for the scholarship. So if you have it, you can put it there. If you don't have it, you can go ahead and then submit your scholarship application. Then later on, you can get the admission offer letter from the school. So scans of references, each on institutional letterhead or an email clearly showing the sender's details merged into one file. Like I said before, the reference letter must be on an institutional letterhead, or the email must be clearly showing the sender's details. That's your referee's details. So your referee can decide to fill your reference letter on an institutional letterhead or send you an email with the person's detail. That's his own detail or our detail. So the email that the person will use for you must be showing detail. But best, I'll tell you to use an institutional letterhead so they will know that it's more legit. But anyone you choose to use, you can use the institutional letterhead or email. So clearly showing the sender's detail. So you can merge it into one file. That's the 3 references which you fill. So if references are not provided, your application will be considered ineligible. So this is required for you to upload here. So I'll click on the upload. So as you can see right here, I've uploaded my references already too. Then I've uploaded all documents. So the next thing I'm doing, I'll click on save and continue. As you can see right here, this is the summary page, which is the last one, the last section on this. So I'll check through every details you provided there. As you can see, your personal details, check through everything. If there is anything that is not correct there, you can as well go back and then fill it. Then academic qualifications too, you check through everything. Please check through it thoroughly. You can scan through it. Then your publication and prices too, check through everything, please. Then your professional background, as your employment history and everything, you can check through it as well to make sure that everything is correct. Then your references too, you can as well check through everything. As you can see right here, remember your referee should be 3. So but if you study in the UK, then you have to add a 4th referee. That's if you've studied before in the UK. So as you can see right here, these are my referees, so everything is correct. Then your development impacts, so this is it right here. Then these are your statements which you wrote, or your essay. Then your career plans, to this is what you gave them in the box. Then your proposed study in the UK, this is what you gave them already. So your personal statement, so this is it right here. Then your checklists and confirmation, this is it right here. So you have to check through everything, as you can see right here. So if I want to change anything here, like in this proposed study now, I want to change anything right here, I can go back, I can click this back button to check. So as you can see right here, these are the documents which I uploaded. Like I said before, passports, as you can see, is marked, and others are marked, but I didn't upload the university offer letters because I don't have it yet. But I apply to the university I choose in this, the university I choose and the course I choose in this scholarship application, I'll go and apply for it outside. So you can choose to save and edit. That's you can choose to save and edit. That's if you don't submit it now, or you can click the back button to edit any of these things field there. So you have to check through everything and make sure everything is correct before clicking this submit button, because when you click this submit button, then you are already done with the scholarship application. So as you can see right here, please do as check through thoroughly. Then after checking through thoroughly, then you can, and you see that everything is okay, then you can click the submit button. So after clicking the submit button, I'll see right on my page, my reference number is there. So you have to copy it and then save it somewhere, and it can be sent to your Gmail too. So then you can see your application has been submitted successfully. The next thing you do is you click on the exit button, then you are good to go. So then I click on the exit button, and then that is all. As you can see right here, that is all for now. So you can log in again as an existing user to check your scholarship application, and then you can as well rest after submitting it. So then you go on to apply to the university and for the course you choose in the scholarship application. So once you are done, you go to your Gmail right here, as you can see, application received. As you can see right here, so you are not to reply to this Gmail, this automated email. So thank you for submitting your application. As you can see right here, they even brought the university you applied for, then the course in which you applied for. So this is it. You can click here to view your submitted application too. So that is, so they told you the application has been received already. So that is all for the Commonwealth distance learning scholarship. So if you enjoyed this video, please do as to click the like button, subscribe and turn on notification. And then if you've been with us before, please do as to share our videos, as there are more educative videos on this our channel. So thank you for staying with us to the end. Love you.